I came from having dinner with a good friend of mine. We grew up together, and it went well. And I just felt led to share this video. Oh, I'm by the water, Lord. Oh, see that? Anyway, but the things you do for videos, right? I'm just telling you. But anyway, I felt led to talk about this topic. I had wrote it down earlier. I didn't think I was gonna do the video tonight, but the gorgeous view is kind of irresistible. You could see again, so I just feel as if, why not, right? But anyway, I just started to think about this idea of your creator versus your counsel. I said your creator versus your counsel. And who is the captain of your ship, right? Because I don't know if some of us know that quote that I am the master of my fate and the captain of my soul, or I am the master of my fate and the captain of my ship, or depending on who you're referring to, the specific author. If there was just one author who said it, I probably, but it just made me think of this idea of who is the captain of your ship, who is your counsel. And it made me even think of this idea of, the president's cabinet. If I understand this correctly, he has, it's only been men, so I'm not trying to be, gender specific, but, he, as in the presidents we've had here in the United States, they have only, their cabinet, consists of secretary of this and chief of that, and basically all these other people who are wise counsel to him. And still, though, at the end of the day, the president, if I understand this correctly, and the people who know, this more than me, because it's been a while since I've mentioned this, y'all could tell me, but, if I understand this correctly, the president then, refers to this wise counsel, right? And they tell him, hey, we should do this based on my expertise. We should do that. You should do, I wouldn't advise we do this. The last time this happened, this is precedented already, unprecedented. If you do this, that type of thing. And it just made me consider this idea of, personally, if we're thinking about our lives, how we are the president of our lives. As a mentor of mine likes to tell me and reminded me so much in my early 20s when I was going through my whole, quarter life crisis where the world is coming for me, which I felt like it was, just to be honest. But maybe y'all felt that way too. Comment if you do, or if you did. Because the 20s can be more challenging than they tell you, right? Just saying. But a very good mentor of mine, who's like a father figure to me, he always would say, Sharice, you're the CEO of your life. You get to decide who and what belongs, who and what has power. If something doesn't make sense to you, you get to say. He was like, you come to me for advice, but at the end of the day, I love you, and you get to decide what is best for you because you are the CEO of your life. And you are basically the captain of your own ship, the master of your fate, captain of your own ship, captain of your soul. Oh, you know what I'm referring to. But the moral of what I'm trying to say is, what a great question, right? What a great question to always check in with ourselves and ask ourselves, am I functioning in my life as if I am the captain of my soul and the master of my fate, captain of my ship? Or is the crew that I surround myself with, the cabinet that I often defer to for wise counsel, are they running this ship? And granted, the cabinet and the crew and the group and the clique and the tribe, of course there's a reason you have them around, right? And the more healed you are, the more free you become, and emotionally free, meaning the more whole and healthy you are as an adult. Of course, I would hope that we're choosing members of our cabinet, of our crew, of our tribe, based on quality and not quantity, right? That's a lesson I also had to learn. But because remember, I would rather few in quality than a large quantity, and to still feel lonely amongst those people, because they're not really filling our souls in ways that we need, right? We may be fellowshipping with them, but the cabinet isn't really as not just fruitful, but fulfilling, right? It's not something that's satisfying us on a deeper level. But I say all that to say that who's in charge of your ship? Is it you or is it your counsel? And at the end of the day, regardless of the quality of your counsel, because you actually may have even been in a better place in your life when you chose the quality cabinet members or quality crew members or tribe members. However, at the end of the day, we are the CEOs of our lives, and we get to decide what is best. And if we are actually doing things in our lives that are aligned with our truth and what makes sense to us. Because my biggest fear, and tell me if, you don't have to tell me, actually, it's a more rhetorical question, but I don't know if anyone else ever had that big concern and fear that one day we'll wake up and this is not the life I really wanted. It's not the life I really dreamt of, but it was the life that my counsel decided was best for me. And I went along with that because I didn't have the courage to say that although this is my counsel, it's my crew, it's my tribe, it's my clique, and I chose them, that they might not always know what's best for me, not because they don't know me, but because they're just not my creator. And that there's just a difference between my counsel and my creator. And that, am I okay with that? Or am I someone who, as I used to be, who gave more power to my counsel than I did my relationship with my creator? And after a while, that just never sat with me. I mean, not never, it just no longer sat well with me to know that I had given away so much power that only my creator deserves to have to another human being, and to other human beings who were just as flawed as I am and was. And though they may have been in experiences that I haven't had as yet, or maybe older than me and elders or whoever, at the end of the day, I am the captain of my ship. I am the master of my fate. I get to decide how this goes, and I get to live with my choices and my decisions, regardless of how they turn out. And when I refer to my cabinet and my crew and my counsel, it should be just that, a reference. But they shouldn't be the source of my joy. They shouldn't be the source of my fulfillment and sense of completion, right? Because they are human too. They are human too. And as much as the people around us may love us, and I hope that they would, and they do love you, the people you've chosen to be in your cabinet and your crew and your counsel, the relationship, the intimate relationship that I hope we're all building with our creator, it has to override. It has to be the last thing. It has to be the last say, no matter what, forever and always, because we get to live with our decisions. We get to decide where this ship goes. And it's so much easier when we know that the source who's really guiding this GPS for this ship is more of a vertical relationship than to give so much power to the horizontal relationship. I don't know, something to think about. Counsel versus creator. Who has more power in your life, and who is the captain of your ship? Is it you or is it your counsel? Love y'all. Talk to you soon.